Take a look at this moment again, because this, I can't say it enough. This is what it's about. It is not just a player getting drafted into the NBA. It is a journey the entire family is going on. That is the look of a proud mother.
Hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel, guys. It's been so long. I believe it's been like 2+ months since my last coach appreciation video, but I'm going to be back on it, specifically when it comes to women's college basketball. And I decided to restart my series with none other than the head coach of the Notre Dame, that is the Fighting Irish. I believe it's pronounced, somebody corrected me on this, Coach Niele Ivey. I'm going to just call her Coach Ivey, okay? Coach Ivey, she is currently the head coach of Notre Dame, okay? She is the girl who's in charge of the girls, okay, when it comes to Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo. Now, again, who is Coach Ivey? So, again, this is just a little biography of her. She was born September 24th, 1977, so that makes her currently 47 years of age. She was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, Midwest girly, just like myself. Okay, if you guys don't know, I'm born and raised Columbus, Ohio, and Lima, Ohio. And this is her listed height. So she stands 5'7", and she's currently 149 pounds, okay? Because, again, she made it to the league, the WNBA. So her high school says, Ivey grew up playing many sports but favored basketball. She learned the game from her older brothers and was shooting from three-point range by the time she was in the 4th grade. She attracted attention for her long-range shooting from her high school coaches, including Gary Glasscock of Coeur Jesu Academy in St. Louis. Ivey had attended Catholic grade school, so it was a natural fit to attend Coeur Jesu. As a junior, Ivey scored 18 points per game to help her team to a 31-0 record in a Class 4A state championship, the first in school history. This is her college career. It says Ivey was a big fan of Michael Jordan, who attended college at the University of North Carolina, so she was determined to go there for college. She used her own money to attend a basketball camp in Chapel Hill, but the UNC head coach Sylvia Hatchell appeared only at the opening and closing of the camp and did not get a chance to see Ivey play. Muffet McGraw of Notre Dame became interested in Ivey and traveled to St. Louis a number of times to watch Ivey play pickup games at the YMCA in St. Louis. McGraw was prohibited by the NCAA rules from talking to recruits at this time, but Ivey was aware of her presence and it convinced her that McGraw was seriously interested in her. Ivey decided to commit to attend Notre Dame. So again, she actually played at Notre Dame for her collegiate level basketball career. Even though, again, she was such a fan of Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan, she wanted to attend North Carolina State just as he did. I ain't gonna lie, look at her stats as a college basketball player. They are kind of, it leaves a little bit more to be desired. So through 1996 through 1997, when she was on Notre Dame, she scored 15 points. Her points per game average was just 3. 1997 through 1998, she got a little bit better. Her points was 254 in total. So her average point per game through that season was 8.2. And then she did, eventually, get better, but then she kind of declined a little bit. Her 1998 through 1999 Notre Dame season, she scored 28 points. And her point per game average was 13.2. Then after that, it went from 11.2 the following year, then 12.1, and then her career overall points per game was 10.8, which it could be better, right? Now, this is her personal life. So again, Ivey was born September 24th, 1977 in St. Louis, Missouri to Thomas and Teresa Ivey. She was the youngest of 5 children and the only girl, okay? I know she had to fight. That's why she's the Fighting Irish. She's so aggressive, right? She attended Coeur Jesu Academy in St. Louis and played at the University of Notre Dame. She has one child, being Jaden Ivey, born on February 13, 2002, with former Notre Dame and NFL player Javon Hunter. Jaden played college basketball for Purdue, and in 2022, he was drafted with the 5th pick of the first round by the Detroit Pistons. So before my commentary, I inserted that little TikTok clip of her hugging her son, Jaden Ivey, okay? And a lot of people was clowning all throughout that TikTok video. Look at the comments. They were like, he wasn't crying because, it was a tender mother-son moment. They said he's crying because the man just got drafted to the freaking Detroit Pistons. If you don't know anything about basketball, the Detroit Pistons suck. Guys, Coach Ivey eventually was able to get drafted to the WNBA, okay? And guess what the team was that she got drafted to? Drum roll, please. She got drafted to the Indiana Fever. As a player, again, she played for the Indiana Fever from 2001 to 2004. And then in 2005, she played one season for the Phoenix Mercury. And then she got traded, or she requested a trade in that same year of 2005 to the Detroit Shock, okay? That was the last team she played before she left the league. Again, if you guys don't know Detroit Shock, it was, in Detroit, Michigan. It is no longer a team that exists. It had dissolved, unfortunately. Hopefully, we get to see more of these WNBA teams come back, such as the Houston Comets, who they literally built a dynasty, a women's basketball dynasty. It's crazy to me, when I hear about teams come in, such as, in Portland, even Toronto. And again, I love that, women's basketball is going global when it comes to the WNBA. But it's like, Portland, y'all going to put a team in Portland? People talking about Denver, Colorado before Houston, okay, before Detroit, before Cleveland. What about Ohio? We got Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, the 3 C's, the big 3 C's of Ohio. We can't get a women's basketball team in any of those cities? Now, guys, a little bit more about Coach Ivey. So she was actually pregnant with her son and her only baby, Jaden Ivey, while she was in the WNBA. It says Niele Ivey was in the WNBA when she became pregnant with Jaden. She would keep it a secret due to the stigma around it, more so considering she was only in her rookie season. So she became pregnant with her only child and her son, who also, eventually he loved the game of basketball. He went on to the men's league, the NBA, for the Detroit Pistons. She was pregnant with this boy, her rookie season, okay, being drafted into the WNBA. And of course, there's so much stigma. If you let Erica Hamby tell you, okay, currently, if you let her tell it, there's still a lot of stigma around women becoming pregnant in the WNBA. It says she braved through the summer. She said scared and nervous, but once she gave birth, there was no separating the three: Niele, Jaden, and basketball. She says it was Jaden and I, him being with me at work and me supporting him with all of his activities, school, and sports. The Notre Dame head coach told NBA.com, 2 peas in a pod, always together. So Jaden just grew around basketball, played the game himself, and succeeded rather well. Across 2 years at Purdue, he averaged 14.9 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. He would then be drafted by the Pistons and made his summer league debut with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. He said, "Oh man, this is everything. I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. I'm just so happy," Jaden once told ESPN, while highlighting his mother's impact on his life as a mentor, mother, and coach. However, while Jaden's game majorly was influenced and inspired by his mother, his athletic genes also come from his father. Right? Because again, Coach Ivey, she had him with a man named Jaden Hunter, her former partner. He also played college basketball and football. Okay, so again, it's like, again, I just love basketball families. I love athletic families, specifically Black athletic families. When the mom, the dad were like athletes, or they both ballers, or the mom played volleyball, the dad played baseball or something. I just love to see it because, like, again, like 9 times out of 10, you see how like those genetics, again, like just how important it is to strengthen your bloodline. Okay, I don't mean that just like with just like choosing the most hottest, attractive. I'm saying like strengthen your bloodline is if you have like good genetic stock. If you're a man or a woman who, you're athletic yourself, you come from an athletic family, it makes all the sense in the world to also go for another athlete. That's why I'm like, again, like this is a little sidebar, but it's like when some people say like, as a woman, you're a gold digger. If you like only go for professional athletes, like, oh, Angel Reese, she's a gold digger. She's only, because she always says like, she wants an NBA basketball player. It's like both of her parents were ballers. Both sets of her grandparents played basketball. Like, it makes sense. Angel Reese is a 22-year-old young woman. She's a multimillionaire. Hell, I ain't got her money, and I would not mind an athlete at all. Again, since I was young, I've always been attracted to athletic men because I enjoyed sports. I enjoy being healthy, eating healthy, working out. I enjoy training my body. Today is my cardio day. I got my sports bra on because I know later on tonight, for a whole hour, I'm about to be hit that jump rope and running on the treadmill. It makes sense. Like, again, like you want to strengthen your bloodlines. You don't want to, like, no offense to anybody, but be in the shape, athletic. You really take good care of your mental, physical, spiritual health. And then, like, for you to like marry and have children with like a slob, a couch potato, a man who can't even do 1 push-up, a woman who can't run 2 miles without passing out. Like, again, it just doesn't make sense. Again, shout out to Coach Ivey. Okay, she has taken over the Notre Dame women's basketball program as the head coach back in 2020. This is her 4th season. She's been doing incredibly well. Again, Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles, I call them the peanut butter and jelly crew. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. They didn't put me on to Notre Dame women's basketball before they entered the program. I was looking at USC, LSU, UConn, and the Gamecocks. Okay, but now Notre Dame, they got me paying attention. Okay, they are now on my radar. Again, guys, this is a little coach appreciation. Shout out to Coach Ivey. She's doing her thing. Again, she's an inspiration to women and female athletes, specifically those who are, they may be contemplating pregnancy, starting a family, growing a family. Again, it's unfortunate that back then and even now there's a stigma around female athletes when it comes to pregnancy and becoming a mother, and trying to enjoy and embrace motherhood. It shouldn't be that way, but again, I kind of understand it because, again, these women they play rough, okay? A pregnant woman, for her to be pregnant her rookie year, hiding a pregnancy, that's incredibly dangerous for both the fetus, the child, and the mom. Okay, again, guys, if you don't know her name, Dee Richards, I did a video on her last month. I said, is she even gonna be in the WNBA? When she was playing collegiate level women's basketball at the University of Baylor, the Baylor Bears under Kim Mulkey, she was temporarily paralyzed from the waist down for 6 weeks during a freaking practice. One of her own teammates collided with her, did some type of injury to her spinal cord. This woman could not walk. They didn't even think she would be able to play basketball again, let alone walk. And then she made it into the league. And I'm like, it seems as though the Washington Mystics have cut her. And I'm like, well, we see Dee Richards return for the 2025 WNBA season. Coach Ivey is her. Also, guys, Coach Ivey is now a grandmother. Okay, she's a mother-in-law. Her son is married, and they share a son together. So again, Coach Ivey, again, she's also very famous for her drip. Okay, she's not just she's not a grandma. Okay, I believe what the kids say nowadays, she's a glam ma. She's a glam mother. Okay, she's gorgeous on the court. Her outfits be going viral throughout this video. But just be posting up multiple pictures of her outfits, her fit, and her drip, because she stayed on court side looking gorgeous in them high heels, coaching and being aggressive and just being a winner. Who's that girl? Na 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 na.